Welcome back to 17 News at Noon podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Noon.
Good afternoon, and thanks for joining us for 17 News at Noon. I'm Nicole Gitsky. We begin with First Lady Jill Biden heading to the Central Valley this afternoon. She will head to 40 Acres National Historic Landmark in Delano. Governor Gavin Newsom will also join the First Lady. The Cesar Chavez Foundation, United Farm Workers, and the UFW Foundation teamed up for the event. 40 Acres tells us they provided nearly 3,000 vaccines to farm workers throughout the month of March. And we will have more on the First Lady's visit today on 17 News at 5. And from our 17 follow-up file, it's been 100 days since 4-year-old Orrin and 3-year-old Orson West were reported missing from their home in California City. The mystery of what happened to the boys deepens as each day passes without a clue on their whereabouts. The brothers were reported missing back on December 21st. Since then, Bakersfield Police has taken the role as the lead agency on the case. Police haven't reported any significant developments recently, but say they are not giving up. If you know anything about this case, call the Secret Witness hotline at 322-4040. And according to California Department of Justice, in 2020, there were 65,202 missing children reported in California. That number includes 30 stranger abductions and 1,588 parental abductions. 17's Ileana Capian has more on the nature of missing children's cases.
The California Department of Justice took more than 65,000 reports of missing children in 2020. That's 65,000 moms and dads left with terror and agony not knowing the whereabouts of their children. But that number may be misleading because a vast majority of those reported turned out to be runaways who returned home safely. According to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, 91% of missing children are endangered runaways. 5% of missing children are due to family abductions, and less than 1% of missing children are due to non-family abductions.
A stranger abduction, thank God, is just so very, very rare.
Retired Bakersfield Police Detective Bill Darby has seen it all, the personification of pure evil that no one wants to imagine. A crime that can surface when we least expect it, even here in Kern County.
Can you think of anything more gutsy for a bad guy to do? That's, bank robbery is pretty big. A rape is pretty big. Murder's pretty big. But taking a child, usually that's only for one reason. It's usually sexually motivated.
Two local cases that have stuck with Darby through the years are Daisy Herrera and Jessica Martinez.
Sheriff's Department, we're looking for Daisy Herrera. She's a 4-year-old little girl. She's 3 feet.
Have you seen Jessica Martinez? She's 4 years old and weighs 32 pounds.
Jessica Martinez went missing from the front yard of her Bakersfield home in 1990. And weeks later, her body was found in a cotton field.
For the body of a 4-year-old girl.
Daisy Herrera went missing in 1987. She was never found despite suspicions her father had taken her to Mexico. He was eliminated as a suspect, and to this day, her case remains open.
So those are the two cases I recall that one had the worst case scenario, the other one we're hoping for a better case scenario, but they were complete stranger abductions, so extremely rare. And when that happens, you just can't help but think this is not going to end well.
A cold case occurs when all evidentiary leads are exhausted. But for most detectives assigned to a case, the faces of their missing victims never are truly forgotten.
Now, with 5% of reported missing children being abducted by family or parents and only 1% being abducted by non-family members, the question still remains, where are Orrin and Orson West? For more information on missing children, visit our website, kget.com. And police are searching for a man suspected of human trafficking who may be in Kern County. According to San Luis Obispo County Sheriff's Department, 26-year-old Joshua Deontay Murphy and 2 others accused of trafficking a 15-year-old girl and distributing child pornography. Now, the other 2, 28-year-old Heather Lynn Hunt and 27-year-old Tremaine Quincy Tehone Jones have been arrested. Jones is from Bakersfield, which leads police to believe Murphy may be in the Golden Empire. If you have seen Murphy, call the sheriff's office at 805-781-4589 or the anonymous line at 805-549-STOP. Now, as we round out the third month of the new year, we're still learning how deadly the coronavirus pandemic was during the holiday season. Kern Public Health confirmed an additional 6 deaths. All of the new deaths reported today were people who died this month. 23 people in Kern County died from coronavirus in March. Health officials say most of the people who died over the past few months are a result of the surge we saw following Christmas and New Year's. With the new update, 1,253 people have died from the virus in Kern. January continues to be our deadliest month of the pandemic, with more than a quarter of all coronavirus deaths happening in that month alone. And while we continue to learn how devastating the pandemic was in Kern County, we're seeing some of the most encouraging signs in nearly a year that the spread is significantly decreasing. 84 new positive cases were announced this morning, and for the first time since late May, our daily average has dropped below 60 people getting infected every day. New state data shows there are 63 people in the hospital with COVID-19. 9 people are in the ICU, making it the lowest number of people in the intensive care unit in the past year. And Kern County will remain in the red tier at least another week, but you don't have to go far if you're looking for more things to do. Los Angeles and Orange counties have received the green light to move into the orange tier. They're welcoming back theme parks, bars, and other businesses that have long shuttered by the COVID-19 pandemic. That includes Magic Mountain, which is reopening its doors tomorrow. Also, outdoor sporting venues are allowing more fans to attend, including Dodger Stadium. Their home opener is April 9th. Seating will be limited to roughly 15,000. Well, Pfizer announced this morning its COVID-19 vaccine is 100% effective in kids as young as 12, a step towards possibly beginning shots in that age group before they head back to school in the fall. Pfizer's vaccine is authorized for ages 16 and older, but health officials say vaccinating children of all ages will be critical to stopping the pandemic. In a study of 2,200 volunteers aged 12 to 15, preliminary data showed there were no cases of COVID-19 among fully vaccinated adolescents compared to 18 cases among those given dummy shots, according to Pfizer. And as part of California's plan to distribute vaccines equally, people living in most areas of Kern County are eligible to get the vaccine, even if they don't meet the state's eligibility requirements. Nearly all residents 16 years old and up can sign up for a vaccine. There are some exceptions. People living in 6 zip codes that are on your screen are not eligible under the new criteria. Those zip codes include 93287, 93311, 93312, 93314, 93561, and 93531. We have more information about Kern's vaccine plan on our website, kget.com. And remember, no matter what your zip code, the state is opening up vaccinations to anyone aged 50 and older this week. And 2 weeks later, on Thursday, April 15th, everyone across the state who is 16 and older will be eligible. Now, for those 50 years old and up right now, if you are not in one of those eligible zip codes, you must make an appointment. And you can sign up for a vaccine appointment using the state's website, myturn.ca.gov. You can also call the number 833-422-4255 to schedule your appointment. Well, if you feel like your memory isn't nearly as sharp as it was pre-pandemic and you just can't stay focused, you're not alone. Jessica Myers, a functional medicine and herbal expert, joins us once again to help us de-stress and focus up. Jessica, can you explain more to us?
Absolutely. So if that description sounds like you, there is a reason, and it's stress. There's just no escaping the chronic stress of the last year. And we have numerous studies that demonstrate that chronic stress contributes to a decline in cognitive function. That's how well you can learn and retain information, as well as recall previously learned information. In addition, when we are not exposed to as many new situations and environments, our brains are not challenged to build new synapses that keep us functioning at full speed. Studies done with rats back in the 60s have shown us that long-term monotony, like the past year, can even shrink the brain.
I think we so often, forget that that's one of the most important body functions is our brain, and we need to really focus on that. What can we do to support our brain health and improve our focus in general?
Well, my brain support basics include fish oil, an adaptogenic herb called bacopa, and B vitamins. Fish oil is full of omega-3 fatty acids, which have been shown to help maintain brain volume and improve mental function. EPA and DHA in particular from fish oil help to reduce inflammation, protect your brain cells from injury, and improve communication between brain cells, which translates into better brain function for you. As a herbalist, I love using herbs to support, all of our body, and Bacopa is no exception. Bacopa is an adaptogen, a herb that helps you to adapt to stress. This herb in particular is very special because studies have shown that it helps people to process visual information quickly, learn faster, and turn new material into memory more effectively. And it can also help improve focus, physical endurance, and emotional well-being. And lastly, B vitamins. They are a group of 8 different vitamins which are essential for optimal brain function, mood, and many other processes. In fact, when I have clients complaining of brain fog, I can say with almost complete certainty that we are going to find some B vitamin deficiencies in their labs. And you know what has been shown to deplete B vitamins? Stress. So eating B vitamin rich foods like grass-fed meats and nuts, or considering a B complex supplement during times of stress may help you finally get back your brain power.
I think what's great is, there are a lot of things that can help us de-stress and focus up. And what's great about you, Jessica, is you work one-on-one with your clients to optimize their health. And if you'd like more tips or to sign up, you can head to her website, www.jessicamyers.com, to get started. Thanks, Jessica.
Working in the spirit of the Golden Empire, this is 17 News at Noon.
The 17 News at Noon podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to kget.com.